Hello y'all, welcome to part 6 of my French National State Legionary Order Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserredux. In part 5 we invaded the German Empire and got Nancy and Alsace-Lorraine. From them we also made them into the German Protectorate, so they are a subject of France at this point in time. Besides that, we also picked up the Netherlands, which is Dutchland now, as well as Wallonia, which is kind of functioning like Belgium, Luxembourg, and Morocco. And at this point in time, well, we annexed Morocco. At this point in time, we are invading, well, we're fighting South Africa, and we're also having to deal with a sudden attack from the United Mexican States, who is attacking one of our puppets, that is the Central American Republic. So right now, we need to organize a emergency defense because the Central American Republic, most of their military isn't even present in their country because they're using them for expeditionary troops. So get this commander here. Army 10 is just going to be composed of whatever I can find in Latin America from our puppet states, and Colombia, the Central American Republic, and Venezuela. So 3 divisions in total. And I'm also going to have to call for aid from our ally here, so please help us. Call to arms. Call to arms. They say they're fine with it, whatever. Or call in. What do you want to do? They want to help in our war efforts. Okay, thank you, Dominion of Canada. Aid us, please, Prince Albert. I think that's who's leading the Dominion of Canada at this point in time, since Edward VIII is leading the UK. Well, basically that happened because we restored the United Kingdom once we defeated the Third International. But can we please get some expeditionary troops from Panama? This army could make do with that. Can I even do that in this mod? I don't think I can. Never mind. Whatever. These guys need to just hold this line here in Guatemala and just protect Guatemala until we can, say, move the entire Third Army here. They aren't really needed in South Africa. They just gotta make their way up here. Focus there. They're in West Africa right now. You can see we already have plenty of troops in South Africa. And let's cut off these enemy units here by taking, well, in Angola, Ambaland, cut them off there by taking Swakopmund. Just capture it, and they'll be trapped there. There's a lot of provinces we got to work through. And let me go ahead and, what can I do here? Let me get rid of this naval operating region, because it's just not relevant anymore. And we're no longer going to have ships in the English Channel. Panama's been called to the war with Mexico. Good. Have this unit hold Guatemala. Hold Guatemala. That's all you got to do. Hold Guatemala. Panama. Can you give us any help at all? Actually, let me unpause. This is not going to make a difference. Equipment not being produced. Never mind. That's old news. Let me start making more divisions. Please. We have tons of manpower, tons of equipment. We have like a million guns, so I'm right? Nearly a million guns. Hold Guatemala. What are you guys doing? Hold Guatemala. Hold the capital. You guys are going to get surrounded. This will be bad. Do not lose to them. I need to get the army there in time. West Indies Federation isn't really doing anything like I wanted them to. Just hold, please. Fight back. Use last stand if you must. Just buy time. Delaying action. Just delay them from taking more of the country. That is my only request, 10th Army. Just buy time while the 3rd Army makes their way across Africa and gets to Central America. And we have some naval invasion orders ready to go for Port Elizabeth, Cape Town, and this port up here. Doesn't really have a name. Keep moving on to Cape Town though. Advance there now. Come on, take this province up here, or somebody else has it. A pure France. We just completed a focus, and this is an event we got from that. Darnon, Joseph Darnon is the leader of France. Anyway, this event says Darnon found France a nation of degeneracy and pollutants. Well, he's ultra-Catholic for the record, so from his perspective, yeah. Anyway, a nation where the soul whom, I don't know what that means. So, anyway, they ran rampant at everybody proudly and flagrantly rejected their true nature as supermen that sit in the sand and let themselves be consumed by sin and vice. When he seized control, Darnon resolved to fix France's many problems and give it a spine again and awaken its slain power to utilize it to its fullest extent. A part of Darnon, a small part of course, regrets the bloodshed such a national revival necessitated. His men wasted many tons of ammunition in clearing out what he calls the filth from every corner of the nation. It was a grueling campaign, necessitating the continued sweep of the same area as many as 5 times. It's a wonder Donon could survive the monotony. However, as he watches children play in the streets, free from the dangers that once plagued this nation, he knows it was all worth it. France is strong, France is powerful, and most importantly, France is pure. And that's some event there that will give us 50 political power. We're nearly done with the post-liberation Legionary Order part of the focus tree. Get this done here. Well, whatever this is, that can get us a national spirit. And we have tons of national spirits. We are just collecting them, honestly. And can we please have that army arrive in Central America? We lost that division, not good. Okay, so Army 10 lost to 1 militia unit that was from Central America. That is not ideal. On the bright side of the Central American Republic falls, the new front line will be in Panama. And we'll just have to see what happens there. We'll focus a large portion of our army on fighting Mexico pretty soon. Did we cut off these troops from South Africa? Yes, we did. They're stuck, and they capitulated. Let's pass. And the reason we even had a war with South Africa to begin with is because they joined the Reichspakt, and they had no non-aggression pact with the Dominion of Canada due to the Reichspakt and the Entente faction that the Legionary Order of France is in. The Reichspakt and the Entente once had a mutual enemy that was the Third Internationale, and the Dominion of Canada, who leads the Entente, signed a bunch of non-aggression pact with Reichspakt members, except for South Africa, who joined later. So ultimately, we declared war on South Africa just so they'd call in Germany. And that is over. Let's move all of Army Group 1 at this point to, say, we'll move 2 or 3 armies to Colombia. Please just hold out, guys. Hold out. Just hold your lines. Move these armies over here. All these guys got to get over here, please. And Army 5, you're not really needing to do anything anymore. You guys will go to where? Send them to watch the German border or something, because the Ottoman Empire is justified on our puppet Hashemite Arabia, and I will say they are part of the Sarajevo Accords, which is a faction consisting of the Ottoman Empire and their puppets, as well as the Danubian Federation, which is the successor, effectively, to the Austrian Empire. So we'd be fighting 2 of the, what's left of the Central Powers, the Central Power world order in Europe and Asia, the Middle East. Yeah, that's going to just be how that works out. I don't want to have to fight them, but we may have to do it if the Ottomans decide to be aggressive in the Middle East. So let's bring in, let me call to arms here, request forces from the Syrian state. They're going to be guarding the border. Just defend this area, please. And get some units from Arabia, as well as Yemen, hopefully. You guys got to defend your borders. Come on now. Get that done. They're holding out. Yemen, you guys got to help also. They're just going to hold the line against any potential advances the Ottomans may make in the Middle East. There is Army 8. Great. And Army 8 is going to get more troops from the Egyptians now. 4 divisions, fine. Take these guys. Do whatever. Hold your ground against the Ottomans if they choose to attack. And the 10th Army is trying to survive. The fate of South Africa. We will make it a puppet. Actually, no. Let them keep the protectorates. And South Africa is now a subject of France, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Republic of South Africa. They're national populist still. Where's the army we sent to? Oh my goodness, the Third Army is taking so long to get where they need to be. Come on, guys, get to Central America. Central America is going to fall before you get there. We're doing our best here. We have Panama helping us out somewhat. They have sent a good portion of their army up here to stop the Mexican offensive. And in our research tree, let's research what? Research Recon Company 3. Serbia crowns King Alexander III. Alright then. And how many units do we have here at this point? There's so many units so many puppet troops on the border. Well, so many divisions belonging to the subjects of France on the border with the Ottomans at this point in time. I really hope they don't attack us. I don't have to fight the Sarajevo Accords right now. If we do have to fight them, I'm going to have to just not worry about fighting Austria until I can say, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about fighting them unless they somehow get a border connection with us. And they don't at this time. The only how to say, related way we border the Danubian Federation at this moment in time is through our puppets, the Italian Federation, and the German Protectorate, who has like no divisions. Central American Republic has capitulated. That's not ideal. Get this unit here. Keep holding your ground. These guys are going to get destroyed. I'm sorry, Panama. Where is this army at? You guys are taking forever. You took so long to make it to America, to the Caribbean, well, to Central America. Move down to Panama. Let me actually focus all of Army Group 1 on pushing here, please. All you guys got to do is march into Mexico. Or let's have Army Group 1 focus here, and they'll push into Central America, and then we'll have Army 1 here in Kingston. And I also got to get all the Navy over here, don't I? I believe I do. Get Army 4. They were supposed to come over here also. Get Army 4 and place them over here in Havana. And we're going to launch naval invasions into Mexico shortly once I get my Navy maneuvered out of Africa. Like, let's cancel all these orders, cancel all these, bring all these ships to Havana, which is, well, we had to fight Cuba too when the Reichspakt fell apart. And we gave all their land to the West Indies Federation once they lost the war. That poor army, the 10th Army is going to be destroyed, which was like 3 divisions. Please get the third Army over here, please. Just help Panama out. Hold on to Central America as much as we can. And that 10th Army has been annihilated entirely. And let me get the French Air Force on the move here from Europe. Bring them over to Colombia or Central America. In general, focus on here. Overwhelm the Mexican Air Force. Get it done. Come on. The 3rd Army is arriving. They should be ready to go very soon. I think I don't know how many units the Mexicans have, but we'll see how many divisions they field. We'll find out. And the 3rd Army is arriving in Panama now. Their units they've touched ground. Please get to your positions. Move into position and start trying to fight the Mexican troops that are pushing down on Panama. Here's some militia. Give them over to Army 9. Just hold Arabia and Syria because the Ottoman Empire will flow into Arabia if we don't do anything. And Panama is trying to hold back Mexico. The French soldiers need to get in position. Somebody was shot down apparently. And we need to probably space out these planes a little bit more. Yes, that's a little bit overkill in this air base. I mean, it's too many planes. We completed that focus there, Fort de Courageous. Let's finish this part of the tree now. Well, the post-liberation Legionary Order tree. And it says here, France has entered a new era, not just in French history, but world history. No longer will the fickle whims of weak men dictate the fate of millions. Darwin said it himself, only the strong survive. Well, we have proven ourselves stronger than our foes, which it means it's our right, the biological will of nature, that we shall dominate all who dare to oppose us. With a nation of 100 million pious, pure and strong citizens at our back, who can stop us? And that will be done in 35 days. Come on, push into Mexico now. There, the 3rd Army is going to push forward. Good. Are these guys here yet? The fall of New York City. What is it? The Second American Civil War is going on. Have all these ships arrived yet? Where's the rest of them? They need to get here. Where are they at? Stop patrolling things. Oh, these are just other ships. Come on, where are these ships at then? Havana. Oh, they're moving to Havana. Get it done. Push forward. Overwhelm them. Be aggressive. Please be as aggressive as possible for our sake. Just drive onward into Central America. And let's merge all these ships together. Split them up. Or 3 ways. Split them in 3 ways. Split. Split. And that's way too many. Let's merge some of these back together. That was an accident. Or I don't know, we'll use one for invasion support. And have this one here, patrol in this area. Good. You patrol here in the Gulf of Mexico. You patrol in the Florida coast region. And this one will be naval invasion support for the entire area. And hopefully that will be all that we need once we get in a position to launch naval invasions into Mexico. Once those units get there. De Gaulle's army is taking their sweet time. Where's that other army we were meant to have? They're still in Africa. Were they not? Did I not move them around? Where's the first army at? They should be arriving soon enough. Oh, they had to get out of South Africa. And let's get in a position here with the 4th Army. 4th Army has some Marines. We'll have a couple of divisions try to land in Yucatan. And have a few of them land in Belize as well. Get this order set up. Good. And prepare to go when ready. Get on the order. Why are you guys not assigned to the order automatically? Get these guys assigned also. Assign them to this order. And have a few more divisions, please. A couple more troops should be fine. Land here in Veracruz. Capture that place. And one more order. One more landing group. They're going to land here in that city. Costa. I don't know what the name of it is. But we'll land there, hopefully. Once the orders are all ready, it's going to take 15 days for the naval invasions to officially begin, because we need to have the preparations made. And let me research the next thing in naval invasion tech. And I wonder if the Ottomans are ever going to attack us. I don't know. They know how big of a mistake it could be if they do. They know how big of an army we have. And can we start this naval invasion now? Whenever it's ready, we'll automatically begin. And the 3rd Army is having a lot of success liberating Central America from this Mexican offensive. They're taking back a lot of ground in the counter-offensive. And we have some civilian factories available. Let's start making several more military factories. Argentinian national state declared war on Bolivia. I think that's what that said. And this is free now. Well, I mean, we can unlock the next air doctrine, and we're finished with our air doctrine, actually. Keep pushing into Central America. I wonder how many troops they have defending the ports of Mexico. I guess we'll find out once de Gaulle's army, his 4th Army, attempts to make landings in Veracruz and whatnot in Yucatan and such. These guys are just driving on so well. Can we get more planes spaced out? Oh, we're doing fine in the Panama Canal now. Let me move some more planes over from France just to drive home our advantage here. We got to do it. And this is the entire French Air Force in this area at this point in time. We're just trying to get them all. Use this air base, it's fine. We took back this one from Mexico. Or did we hold on to it? Whatever, just keep pushing. We're now this is Nicaragua, I believe. We have taken all of Nicaragua back, is that right? I don't know, maybe we did. At least we took back all of Costa Rica. That was done. Is the naval invasion underway? Yes. And these guys are going to try and land near places like Mexico City. There was a peace conference. The Fangtian government has been annexed by the Qing Imperial Authority. Let's bring in some more divisions here for this operation in this area. Push into Yucatan. Get it done. Just open up more fronts from Mexico to get stuck fighting on. And can we take Veracruz? I don't know. We're going to attempt to take it. How well are they guarding their ports? They seem to be very... Okay, they are guarding them particularly well. Just hold on to your positions, please. Second Sino-Japanese War, and we're done with our the post-liberation part of the Legionary Order path. Now let's complete Address Devastation. That will take 35 days. And we're advancing. Keep pushing forward. We got to get to Veracruz. We got to defeat Mexico. And this is not the first time the French had to fight Mexico. I believe Napoleon III tried it. Can you guys not land fast enough? I moved too many units off the port, didn't I? Yes, I did. Land. Good. You landed. Now push outward. Let's focus all of Army... Can you guys break out? Rescue those guys. What are you doing? Rescue them. Bring in all of Kingdom of White Ruthenia is now going to fight with Lithuania. Moving the rest of these units here and push off of this area. Napoleon II or the third? Well, the Napoleon who wanted to be like his uncle, I believe, he tried to invade Mexico, put a Habsburg on the throne there. It didn't really go very well. The Habsburg guy eventually got shot. He got executed, and all this was going on while the American Civil War was taking place in like the 1860s. And where is these units here? Oh, these are infantry units, standard infantry divisions. Make a new army, give it to Army Group 1. There we go, Maurice Gurskat. Can we rescue these soldiers? What is going on? You guys are struggling here. You just left so many isolated. That is embarrassing. Come on. Help them out. Keep pushing forward. Army, let's just get more of... Give Army Group... What can we do? Army Group, Army 1, and Army 3 are going to push entirely into Mexico by land. De Gaulle has sort of... Our naval invasion plan didn't really work out, mainly because I sort of rushed a little bit too fast, but it's fine. We're keeping them distracted, so that is paying off somehow. Keep push forward to Mexico City. We got to take Mexico City and win this war as fast as possible. When is that war justification going to be done from the Ottomans? I don't know when it's going to be done. I really have no clue. Let me check here. It'll be done on what? 15th of December. We got to make it to the 15th of... We got to win this war by the 15th of December. Why did Mexico have to fight this war? Housing the homeless. Build new camps for them, sure. We have like 2,000 political power, it's fine. And we have tons of new infantry divisions ready. Give them the color of what? Purple? Green? Yellow? Maybe blue? And send them... No, blue. That is blue. What am I saying? And send them all over to Central America and help the rest of Army Group 1 push forward and defeat Mexico. We got to rush to get all this done. Where is Army 5? They're all in Africa, so they got to help out here also. Get it done. I might as well just use most of Army Group 1. Just overwhelm whatever defenses Mexico has. We're in a race against time. I don't want the Ottomans to attack us. I don't want another additional war. Just overwhelm Mexico's lines and push out of this area, please. You guys are struggling. And this naval invasion here near Veracruz is not going so well. It was going well for a little bit, but now it's sort of crashed and burned. Do we just... I don't know what to do here. So let's actually... What can I do? Put all these units here. We're going to actually do this way. Get all of these units for Army Group 1. Have de Gaulle, with the majority of his troops, hold here. These guys are going to abandon their naval invasion. Push out of here. Group up with the rest of Army Group 1. Army Group 1 is going to all push on a unified front, because this is going to get confusing if I don't do it this way. Even though just have Army 5, I don't know, we got to just push in general. Get off this area, get out of this area, and just drive forward with the entirety of Army Group 1 toward the border. Or no. Great, I got to fix this. So get all these units here, set up a border, and drive on to the United Mexican States. Just keep advancing forward and win. That's all you guys got to do. Win. Be aggressive as possible. And use our Air Force as much as we can in this conflict to just dominate whatever Mexico has against us. Move up these planes up here. We're in a race against time, like I've said before. I want to get this war over with before the Ottomans attack us. I don't want to have to fight the Ottomans if I don't have to. Get these planes here. I don't want to lose. Come on, we got to do this. We have, like, I don't know, about a couple more months. These planes, way too many planes in this one area. Come on, guys. Ridiculous. Move them here. Get more planes in that area. Can we not take more air bases? Are people using them all up or something? I don't know. Move out a few planes here. Not too many planes in this area. What are you guys doing? There's not enough air bases. Keep pushing out here, though. Kingdom of Lithuania, can you guys advance? What are you doing? Push. Overwhelm them, no matter what you do. Where's the army that takes forever to get here? They're moving across the Atlantic. Of course, that would take millennia to get them to arrive. Cut these guys off. Keep taking more provinces. Now we're getting our flanks exposed because the other armies have not arrived yet. Oh well. And we need to build bigger air bases, evidently. So let's go to air base. Well, construction. Build a level 10 air base in Guatemala. Make it the biggest air base in the world. I don't care. And we just need to continue pushing against the Mexicans and push out of this area in Yucatan and Quintana Roo. We got to take Belize soon also. Don't get these guys encircled, whatever you do. Take this area here. We have help from our allies. We just need our troops to be available. And here we have more garrison troops. Send them off to do something. It is nearly the end of October. It's going to be November. We have less than a month to end this war. I don't think it's going to happen. How much war score do we need? Why'd you guys want to fight Central America so much? 20% or less. Yeah, I don't see it happening. We'll win the war easily, but I'm going to be annoyed by this. We're going to have to fight the Ottomans, I believe. And push forward. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Good. They've been cut off. Do they have any ports? We no longer get the aid from IEDC engineers or something. Can the slowest armies in history to get over here cross the ocean and arrive? Oh my goodness gracious. The logistics of fighting a war like this is so frustrating. Keep pushing forward. And the Mexican troops in Yucatan are trying to push out. Assist us in our economy, civilian factories, blah, blah, blah. Trying to focus on this. Can't micro events right now. In our focus tree, let's do restore administration. Planes. Planes, what can you do? Use this airbase, focus out of here. Attack in this area. Use this airbase, thank you. What's this focus going to do once it's done? Oh, reconstruction in the metropole. Okay, we'll keep pushing toward Mexico City. Capture Mexico City, then we'll be good. Destroy all these divisions. They have no ports. They're going to be wiped out ultimately. This is like half of the Mexican army probably. And Yucatan, they're just trapped there. There's no ports. Go to Mexico City now. Focus there. Overwhelm these troops, please. Drive forward. Where's the slowest armies? Army 5 is now approaching Panama, well, Central America. They're in the Caribbean at the very least. Army 10 is also in the Caribbean, so they're arriving soon. And we'll mop up whatever is left of these Mexican troops here. They're trapped. They cannot escape. And the second Russo-Japanese War is going on. What in the world? Keep driving onward, though. Please don't attack us, Ottomans. We have, like, so many divisions. Why would you want to bother us? We have so many units. We could just smash your entire faction if we look that way. Like, we have the Entente, the most powerful Entente I've probably ever seen in any playthrough for Kaiserredux. We can just use that at will to just wreck Austria and the Ottoman Empire, both of you. There's no more German Empire. Do you want there to be no more Danubian Federation or Ottoman Empire? Defeat this unit here. Those poor Mexican soldiers, they got annihilated. Argentina national state declared war on Uruguay. Surround these guys. They're trying to... Mexican troops are trying to take Belize. It's not going so well. It is just not going well at all. They're trying to break out. I'll give them A for effort, but they're not going to get away. So destroy these units here. Make sure they don't escape. There goes all the helmet icons disappearing. And we're done in this part of the theater almost. Wait, they have like 2 left. Never mind. It's going to be done in like 1. There we go. No, or not. Come on, disappear. Defeated the socialist bureaucrats. And that's done there. We don't want them being a problem for us as this new regime. And let's get the invasion worked out more. Reestablish the front lines and defeat Mexico as rapidly as we can. It's 26th of November. I think the war justification for the Ottomans ends on the... It's done by 15th of December. Keep pushing here, though. Research. Improved engine, please. Go forward. Come on. We have, like, militia in our way. We have the entire 1st Army Group here in Mexico. That's 113 divisions, so that's nothing to joke around with. But they're all present here. And can we improve the motorization level? Yes, as much motorization as possible. Do we have enough trucks? We do. Yes, we do. Can I up the conscription law? Go to... No, it's already extensive conscription. Did I not change it before? I thought I may have changed it in the past. Whatever, we have extensive conscription. Let's go to... Actually, never mind. Just keep everything the way it is. Just take Mexico City. It's all you guys got to do. Take Mexico City. Overwhelm whatever they have in front of us. Capture the capital. And I hope that will just be enough to break Mexico. They've lost so many cities. Do we got to go all the way to Sonora? Well, Lower California. Oh, wait, there's a naval invasion. Canadians are doing stuff. Good job, Canada. Good job. That's the ally I need. Take Mexico City. What is wrong? Take Mexico City. Capture it. In a focus tree, let's also now do settle returnees. Move forward here. Try back these Mexican militia troops for France. And we have taken Mexico City. What's next? We got to capture... Where's their capital now? I have no idea. Durango. Capture that. Move the entire 1st Army. Race toward that place. Socialist resistance declines. Okay. I wasn't really worried about them much anyway. And keep driving forward. Overwhelm them. Overwhelm the Mexican troops. Take Leon. And what date is it? It is the 14th of December. The Ottomans could attack us any day now. We're too late. It's over. And the Ottomans may declare war. We have tons of soldiers, though, on the border. It's not going to be easy for them to just march over and just swoop in and take Arabia. We've been preparing for this. Army Group 2 is present with a lot of troops. Where's Army 9 at? They are here. Army 8 is here. and they declared war on us. There we go, dealing with the returnees. Restore their, actually, no. Restored as long as they give their African properties, whatever that event was. And now we got to fight the Ottomans, so that's great, as well as their entire faction. Even though hostilities have broken out, not to worry though, we do have somewhat of a plan I have in mind, like say, let's take all of Syria, well, let's call Syria to arms, first and foremost, call them to our wars, get that done, and they are now involved, so that's another front for Army Group 2 to operate from, and push forward toward Baghdad, and let's also pull units from the Sultanate of Egypt, and they're going to have their army here. Here's some units from the Philippines. Philippines joined our faction, didn't they? I forgot about that. So have Army 11 here. They're going to move toward Port Said and advance upon the Ottomans and get that done. Besides that, we also have to capture Benghazi, don't we? Yes, we do. We have to capture Benghazi. So let's get all of our units here. Focus on these ports, please. Capture Benghazi, capture everything. Guard. Victory points also. Guard ports. Great. Garrison troops, get it done. Just go and capture Benghazi, please, so the Ottomans don't start pushing into North Africa more. Although I think they'll be busy dealing with our units advancing. Have the, what is this, the 11th Army prepare to move out with the units from Egypt. These, and give the 11th Army these troops as well. And they'll take on the Ottomans here in Sinai. Once I call in the Egyptians. So call them to arms, call them to both wars. We're going to call in all of our Middle Eastern puppets. Yes, that's the plan. And hopefully the Ottomans will not call in the Austrians, even though they've done it. Never mind, it doesn't matter anymore. And what do? We do have we have some very. Does Bulgaria want to fight here? I don't think they will want to. It wouldn't end well for them. Do we call in the Italians? We could make that move. They don't really have a say in the matter. The Pope has to answer to us. It would distract the Austrians for a little while. Ultimately, they called in Albania, and this is really going to ramp up, isn't it? Here's some divisions here. Bring them over to Army 11, please. Someone was wounded. Oh well. Move these units up to Army 11. Thank you. What is this unit for? Army 7? Army 7 is up here. Where did I forget about Army 7? Oh well, bring Army 7 up to... I forgot about Army 7 completely. Move them up here to this area and push against the Ottoman front in Palestine, toward Israel as well. And there we go, push forward, just push back the Ottomans. And they called in the Polish Republic, of course they did, the puppets of Austria at this point in time. Keep pushing forward in Mexico. Can we do this? Army Group 1 needs better frontline orders. Yeah, that's a little confusing, guys. What are you doing? Fix this. Fix your orders. And just win this war in Mexico, then we'll turn our attention to Austria. And do we call in Italy? Italy would be a useful distraction in this conflict, I will admit. But I mean, Peru joined some faction. And the British could also, they called in the Persians. They are calling in all of their friends, aren't they? They are. And do we help out? Keep pushing here. Get this done. Push forward. We lost the Suez Canal, didn't we? We did. Not ideal. Once we get our units away from Mexico, we'll be able to focus the entire power, all the might of the French military on the... Mexico is defeated there. Speak of that. Well, that was a coincidence, isn't it? So take all states in turn. And let's go ahead and call in the Italian Federation, and what they're going to do is essentially function as the anvil, while the French army will act as the hammer and will swoop down from from Germany. And that's the operation there. That's the strategy in Europe, the European theater. So call them to arms. You guys got this. Just distract them for a little while. I believe in you. Just move all your units there. And do we call in Bulgaria? We could try to get another distraction established. They don't have a choice. Do they have troops at all? Do I need to protect them? They have 2 divisions. Yeah, they're going to need help. So I need to consider my options there, don't I? And can we get these units here, please? To help in Arabia. Resistance, reprisals. Rein this in. It will cost political power. Don't matter too much. and the Ottomans have landed in Benghazi like I expected them to. Take Benghazi, push them out, drive them out, please. They got it from peace treaty shenanigans or something. And let's get Army 5 more stronger here. Army 10, I mean, what am I saying? Army 10. Get Army 10 more units, and let's make one army to operate in Austria. Their goal is just to defend, I mean not Austria, but defend Bulgaria until we can get a better solution worked out there. They're just got to hold down the liberate Mexico. Let's split Yucatan from Mexico. Or no, liberate them under a friendly government. And that is done now, so Mexico will now be serving the Estado Mexicano will now be a puppet of France, and let's get the Army Group 1 over there. Come on, guys, it would be a long trip from the Atlantic, I know. And let's get our Navy. They will have to stop operating in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico and the Florida coast, and we've got to bring them all back home. I mean, to Europe at the very least. Get them over here. We also got to move our Air Force, and we got to get everything made in preparation. Just get everything prepared for the... What did I do? Did I get rid of ships? Did I do something wrong there? No. I think I... Oh, great. I gotta fix that, don't I? Maybe. I'm confused. What did I do? I am confused now. So I had these ships. Wait. No, that's not right. So take these ships, and merge them together, or not. Bring this entire task force to up here. What is wrong? What did I do? Move up here to Normandy, I mean, what am I saying? So take all the ships, take all these ships, get to your positions here. Just get rid of all orders. You have no regions. Just get up here in Brittany, assemble in Brittany. And they're merging together. Okay, that's what they're doing. Interesting. How is Italy is faring? It could be faring better. The Italian Federation is trying, though. I give them that. Move our naval force, well, naval bombers here, deploy them in the Adriatic, and let's move the entire French Air Force. The Orenburg-Cossack host has been defeated. Someone's no longer an occupied puppet. Let's get the entire Air Force here and move them back to France, or put them in Germany, since we're going to have to use them for fighting against Poland as well as Germany. So get the entire French Air Force, every single plane, every single squadron is going to have to be split up across Germany and across Central Europe to get ready for the big offensive into Austria that will begin once the 1st Army Group makes their way to the German Protectorate's territory. And now, get some tactical bombers. We have so many of them. Wow. Has a ton of tactical bombers, tons of fighters. We should have no issues overwhelming whatever the Austrians will have. Meanwhile, the Italians are trying. I mean, they're holding their ground. I give them that. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, things could be better. I did not really factor in the units in Sinai Peninsula too well, even though we are pushing there. They are being overwhelmed, slowly but surely, but they're also hitting Syria from the south, which is kind of annoying. Push here, please. Focus on them. Army 7 is still having to arrive more in Arabia. Push forward with this army made up mostly of Egyptian soldiers, but they have a lot of French divisions in that force too. Cut off these troops. There's a lot of Austrians here, I think. And is our plan working? I don't know if it is. I mean, to distract the Austrians for a little while. I hope it is. I also get are all my planes here? They are. They're arriving. Terrific. And let's deploy them now in Bohemia. Put a few planes there. Returnees want to hold on their property. What's this about? Socialist resistance will moderately increase. Now they're going to fight Georgia. And we'll have to take a hit in political power here. Oh well. And in our focus tree, or not, never mind. Decisions available, Navy-related stuff. We'll deploy our Navy to the Adriatic once they're all ready. They have arrived in western France. Order is restored in Ceylon. Let's deploy them all in the Adriatic and just patrol and they'll challenge the Austrian Navy. Pierre Lyon is wounded. Keep pushing in the Sinai Peninsula. Several units have been cut off. And the Ottomans, do they even have a port at this point? They took Jerusalem. But they're going to struggle if they don't. If they break out, that could be an issue. Let's have Army 11 push more into this front in the Middle East and take back Jerusalem from Austrian Ottoman control. And we are moving toward Baghdad. Baghdad is under siege. What to do with the communist policemen? Purge or no political power. It cost us political power, but that's a preferable decision in terms of debuffs and whatnot, I guess. How's the Air Force doing? Too many planes here, figured. Let's get more planes, split apart. You guys got to focus on Poland. Get all these fighters. I want 300 fighters per airspace. It could work, hopefully. Focus here on Galicia and have bombers, 200 bombers per area. And we'll concentrate on areas later that we're not fighting in. Deploy these close air support over here. Good. Close air support wing in Slovakia. No, they'll do, yeah, have close air support operations here in Austria. Great. And we have yet more planes to deploy. We have a lot of it. We have a massive air force we're going to build up in preparation. Just expand the air force as much as possible for this big push in Austria. Where's all of our bombers? There we go. Just gonna, the sky's gonna be covered in planes. The sun's gonna be blocked out. That's what it's gonna amount to with all these MB-210s, for example. Just tons and tons of squadrons of devastation that are just gonna be attacking Austria and the Danubian Federation. Once we get the first army group in position, this is going to be something they cannot possibly defend themselves from. I have 1,000 naval bombers? I just realized that. Wow. So get more of these tactical bombers deployed, please. More of them. A few more. Come on. That's way too many. Or no. Nearly done. Nearly done. Good. So that's quite a few there. In Austria, well, focusing on Austria, do close air support and air superiority. And have a few behind the lines doing strategic bombing and see what they can do, and have one of these, yeah, just focus on strategic bombing. No point focusing on close air support on somewhere that isn't going to be a front line right away. And let's call in Austria and Greece, Bulgaria and Greece. Call to arms. You guys got to focus. You got to function as a distraction like Italy. That is our intention here for these fronts we're establishing. So Bulgaria, just stand and hold your lines. That's all you got to do. The Austrians are, well, the Raj Authority declared one of the Bharatiya Commune. They're fighting to unite India, essentially, from what I can gather. But I'm not too into that. They're on their own. I just got to defeat the Austrians and the Ottomans. Are the Ottomans are they a major member of this faction we're fighting? I don't know if they are or not. They are, in fact, not. No, the Danubian Federation is a major member. Okay, I was wondering. I suppose that makes sense. So keep pushing here. We got to capture another port the Austrians took. We're fighting for, well, we took Jerusalem back. Now we're pushing out of Jerusalem. Sinai Peninsula is under control. Good for us. And here's some ships that have been sunk. We've been hit by some submarines. We lost some convoys. Italians lost some ships as well. Keep holding in Greece and Bulgaria. Greece was not ready, weren't they? It looks like they're pushing the Greece pretty hard. Wow. That is unfortunate. Greece, what are you doing? You're going to lose Athens, aren't you? There's a chance they may lose Athens, folks. So, emergency army time for France to just deploy these troops like crazy. 20 divisions. Pocket army. There we go. Well, instant army. Army 13. What an unlucky number. Get this commander here. You're going to go defend Athens. Well, I guess Epirus, Theresia, Thessaly, Central Greece. Go hold that down until we can start Army Group 1's offensive. And Army Group 1, are they in position? They're slowly getting over across the Atlantic still. And let's deploy more planes. And let me actually research and upgrade for our planes, because I'm not using half of the tech here. Blotch MB-230s, have those made just so our planes, well, our bombers can be more updated and just be more effective overall. Any more room in this airbase? Yes, I think so anyway. I imagine the Austrians are having to go into overdrive to really compete with our Air Force. I'm thinking they are anyway. Here's 100 bombers. Deploy them and send them to, well, orders restored in the Bulgarian state. Lovely. And bring in, where are those planes that are being deployed? They got to move somewhere. Move them up here to Posan. They got to focus on, I guess, Poland. That's where they're going to have to be. I don't know how many units Poland's going to be able to field, but we'll see. We will see. And how's this distraction going? Bulgaria is holding out for now, even though they might potentially be surrounded. I mean, the 10th Army, no, the 12th Army I put down there might get surrounded. Keep pushing here. These guys are cut off. The This Ottoman Austrian force in Damascus and Syria and part of Arabia have been cut off from any kind of ports, which is not really ideal for a war. So they're going to get annihilated more than likely once we can just close in on them. And can Army Group 1 get in position any slower? Come on, guys. They're making their way across the Atlantic. I know they got to get across oceans, but come on. We have 115 divisions, and nothing can happen. And somebody's been called into a war. Muscat here has been. They could attack Yemen from the rear. Might not be good. Let's break off a few divisions from Army 7 and go handle them. Hopefully. Please. So you guys got this. 5 divisions. I got to really micro so many units. Well, I'm not microing too much, but it's just something I got to be aware of. So call these guys over here. We got to go prevent them from moving forward and have even more divisions move out to go defend Yemen. Put them in Army 16? No, 14. Go defend this area. Just get it done. You guys just got to hold out until we can focus on this area. Yemen can maybe deploy some troops. This area is under control anyway. These units are going to get destroyed, those Austrian units, and we're pushing into Anatolia. Orders restored in Dutchland. And Army Group 1, please get into position. We're waiting on you. The German Protectorate needs to have... Well, we're going to push from the German Protectorate. Let me see how much losses we have in terms of planes. Is that... That's not it. We have 2,670 planes in the field. Well, in the skies. Let's look at the air battle. So 400 fighters there. 290 fighters there. 200 there. And 1,000 there. They're really having to spread out planes to fight us, which is something I don't really mind them having to do. We'll challenge them more in Austria, though, if they want to go. We can gladly fight them more there. That will just pin down more of their air force for our sake. Get these planes here, all these stockpiled aircraft we captured from all the nations we've defeated throughout this playthrough, as well for the Legionary Order path of France, well, the French national state. So here's more fighters. Deploy them. Get them out here now. All these CR-32s, Fighter 1. Deploy them. Good. And they're going to be sent to go fight the Austrian Air Force in Austria. Try to establish air superiority. Please get into position faster, Army Group 1. You guys are taking forever. Here is the 5th Army. Where is everyone else? 4th Army is already in position. Army 3 is crossing the Atlantic still. Oh my goodness gracious. Whatever. At least these distractions seem to be working. How is the instant army we deployed to Greece? They are just making their way through Athens now. This unit has been entirely surrounded in Damascus. They're going to have to hold out for a siege. And I reckon we'll use armies 13 and 11 to go defeat... No, Army 7 and Army 11 to go defeat those forces down in Muscat. Benghazi's been captured. This is a surrounded Ottoman tank division. A lot of fighting. Well, I mean, a lot of different fronts in this war. That focus is done. Now let's do assert legitimacy. Socialist resistance will decline. There's so many Entente troops in the Balkans right now. And can you guys get into position, please? Get there. How many more divisions got to make it across? Oh my goodness gracious, the Atlantic is so large. Why does geography got to make things so hard? But at least we're having some victories here. Those Austrian troops are going to be destroyed, as well as those Ottoman units there. I don't know how many divisions. This is terrible for Damascus, though. I mean, the sheer amount of Ottoman troops that will be lost are pushing more into their territory. And come on, we got to focus on Muscat soon. Get there, focus here, push forward, and have Army 7 will be aggressive in the north. They'll try to hold more conservatively in the south. So focus here, please. Just preserve their positions. Ultimately, in that area, these guys are gone. They're destroyed. Yeah, they're encircled. They're done for. That is bad for the Sarajevo Accords. They will also say that's a lot of tank divisions for Austria. They're not going to easily get back. And our allies are actually pushing through Venice. That is crazy. And have we gotten a position yet? No. Could we go ahead and start the offensive prematurely? Perhaps, but I don't want to do it. I want to wait for the perfect moment and just want to ram tons and tons of French soldiers. Just throw them at the enemy front line. 115 divisions. It has to be a sweep. It absolutely has to be a sweep across the entire, what is this, the Sarajevo Accords factions territory. And let me stop recruiting so many garrison troops. I don't need them as much anymore. I almost have like 70 of them anyway. And here we are, more military factories. How many guns do we even have? We have 9,000, nearly 1 million. That is a lot. Doctrines available. Unlock this here. Submarine offensive. And let me check casualties thus far. Ace pilot promoted. the Entente followed Detroit. We've taken 5,446 casualties, 550,000 now, like several thousand a day are being killed or injured, and the Sarajevo Accords have lost nearly 400,000. It's going up by the day. Are we in position yet? Please begin. Are we ready? Are we ready? Is everyone here? Anybody else missing? Are we done for? Are we here? Yes, so let the show begin. So get the offensive line started, get it activated, the order, call in the German Protectorate. Here we go. And there's all those green bubbles. 30, so many different fronts being pushed on. Bohemia is not really protected. Poland has their own soldiers helping them out, but we've also deployed a large amount of our Air Force there. And this is going as I expected it, honestly. And these guys are going to get stuck here. The Austrian Federation is really, the Danubian Federation is really facing a lot of pressure. And let me get the 13th Army, unlucky as they are, well, their name, you would think they're unlucky. They're going to push forward into Albania, since they seem the line in Greece seems to be weakening just a little bit, so be aggressive there, please. How is everything here? Okay, Muscat has capitulated. That war is over. That was fast, wow. So let's get all of Army 7 will push onward to Ankara. Push toward Ankara and Constantinople, please, with the rest of Army Group 2. Army Group 2 needs entirely new orders, don't they? I believe they do. Let me move this army out of this. Sorry, defense garrison army, but we need more, we need a more assertive unit in the 2nd Army Group. So Army Group 2, Army 7 is here. Army 9 is pushing over there. They're pushing into Iran. Army 6 is down here. What are you guys doing? Come on. So Army, move them out of here also. Just have them do something else. I don't care. Army 2 is out of there. Army 9, Army 8, Army 7. I just want units in the region to be attached to it. Army 11, put them with Army Group 2. Let's make a new order and smash apart the Ottoman Empire and their subjects. Move on to Constantinople, Ankara, take Tehran, take Persia, and just defeat them. And this is going to be a total disaster, a decisive victory for us, especially, Vienna is really, Danubian Federation is going to just crumble apart, isn't it? Here's more units for Army 10, drive onward, and the western part of Austria has nearly completely fallen into our hands. Can we deploy more bombers, more planes? Ultimately, we have air superiority in all regions. We're fighting in, but we can do better in terms of air support. Where is close air support or tactical bombers? Get more of these manufactured, deployed into the field. Come on, we almost have them. Got to get more planes here. 2 more squadrons should be helpful enough. They'll go toward Austria. Just focus on Austria. Do as much damage as you can and see what you can do. Keep pushing forward though. Just get to Vienna. Just run to Vienna. They have to be taking so many casualties. It has to be absurd. So we're pushing into Albania now. Our lines in Bulgaria have sort of been cut, but they played their part in being a distraction for us. And now there's like one poor Austrian mountaineer division, Alpenjäger division, stuck in Yemen. It's mountainous territory, but they're isolated completely. And Army 12 is going to be not Army 12, but Army 14 is going to be tasked with annihilating them, since we got to neutralize them as a threat. Keep driving forward in Prague, though. Bohemia, and this sweep I imagined in my head is going like I expected. I believe I said that before. We have not taken Vienna yet, though. The Danubian Federation, the plan here overall, Bulgaria capitulated. Oh no, that's bad for us. We need to break away. We need to break out here. Some of these guys are trapped. Please, Army, Army 13, break away. Break through. Ace pilot promoted. We might have some encirclements for us, and that'll be terrible calls. If they're encircled, that's going to be one army completely destroyed. Well, about how many divisions is this? We'll lose about 10 divisions in Bulgaria if they're all encircled. Let's take a look at the casualties for this war thus far. Since things have amped up, we're at 766,000 casualties for the Entente at this point in time. Meanwhile, the Sarajevo Accords have taken about 681,000. So we have taken slightly more, and the one who has been having a lot of casualties includes us. Also, say, Egypt, they've had 114,000. Also, besides that, The Italian Federation is probably here in terms of casualties. Raj Authority has really been fighting hard, haven't they? They really, wow. And where is the Italian Federation? 69,000. That's a lot. That's actually less than I would have expected. But let's keep pushing forward and get more guns manufactured, please. We got to help out the surrounded, the cut-off army here. King Edward's address. Get toward Ankara, please. Defeat these enemy soldiers. We have some units in Iran. We're trying to defeat the Ottomans and the Iranians, or the Persians, as best as we can. 10th Army could be doing better. Army 12 could be doing better. In the focus tree, let's do Effort National and research slots. Let's get more plane upgrades. We need those because we have some, even though we have a lot of planes, I'd say by now they're pretty outdated. But I don't think that'll matter too much here. And research slot available, never mind. Push forward, we have some units. I think some British troops launched a naval invasion or something. I don't know. And we have taken part of, well, we're making our way into Poland. They're fighting pretty hard to stop us, though. Have we taken Vienna yet? I don't know. Did we? No, we did not. Vienna, oh, we're outside Vienna. Capture Vienna, though. Slovenia has capitulated. The Entente air training scheme. Sure. Slovenia has capitulated. Good, that's one member of the Sarajevo Accords down. Then there's Albania. They're just dropping like flies, aren't they? So Army, what is this? Well, the pop-up Army 13 will be now advancing into the Balkans even more. Their current objective is to basically rescue the sort of trapped Army 12, who was sort of trapped by circumstance. There's so many units there. Just a big battle in the Balkans, isn't it? And we just gotta keep driving forward, take Budapest. Danubian Federation's not having a fun time. Casual, let's see the war score. The Danubian Federation they gotta lose 50, they gotta have only 10% or less of their victory points remaining, so we have a little way to go before we have total victory here, for sure, that I will say. And do we go ahead and deploy more troops? I don't know. Get these military factories here, make more stuff in France, more military factories overall. We build stuff so rapidly, it's absurd. And Warsaw is still standing, I believe? Oh, no, we took it. Warsaw has fallen, so take Krakow, and that'll be it for the Polish Republic, I think. Now we're now getting into what could be considered Croatia and Illyria, and meanwhile in Serbia, we're having some trouble breaking through. Army 12 is surviving because of this one port here that the Entente forces control in the area, and meanwhile in the Middle East, that theater is seeing some successes in Anatolia, but not as many as I would have thought. It's just, wow. And the Raj Authority is trying to push into Persia from their side of the border. They're making some success. They're making some headway there, but they could be doing better. Can we take this area, please? Come on. They don't have that many soldiers. Poland is going to lose Krakow now, I think. Do I move some of these planes away here? Has Austria been deemed secure? I would say so. Yeah, it has been completely. So we've taken all of Austria. Move all these fighters forward, please. Go to this airbase. Focus entirely on Hungary. Well, not Hungary, but that area up here. We need more close air support in, not Upper Bavaria, but what is this called? Galicia. Get more planes here. Bohemia is also secured, I would say. So let's move down these planes. Focus entirely on Galicia, and as well as Hungary, which does need some attention to it, because we got to push there even more. Move these planes out of here and focus more on Hungary. Good, and Galicia. Move some fighters also. Focus these things on Northern Balkans. Good. Polish Republic has gone down, and that is a big blow to the Danubian Federation. And with that said, I am going to end part 6 of my French National State Legionary Order PAF playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod. Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can check out Kaiserredux in the video description. The link to the mod is there.